interesting comic book related, but it's not.
Go with it.
They're making a Flash movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's going to be in it as Batman. So they're going to do a Flashpoint, and he's going to be a different Batman, and there's going to be a different Supergirl in it. Some girl with dark hair is going to be in it. But I really cannot. I really cannot stand that guy as the Flash. I think that the Flash TV series is better. That guy's better, and that guy's terrible too. But I'm all about seeing Michael Keaton play old Batman. That will be badass. Oh,
yeah.
Ben Affleck is going to be in it as the current Batman in his universe.
I think I like how you said his name first, Affleck. I think I like that better because he's like
Ben Affleck.
I'll fleck him off that way.
His greatest work is still Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. That's
God, his part in that is fantastic. Where he's like, "Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?" And this one over here, he's like, "God, please, please, when am I gonna have?" And he's like,
"Yeah, that's." I
don't know, that or Dogma. He's really great in Dogma too, though.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I was thinking Dogma, or I was gonna say, what is it, Geely? Just kidding.
Yeah. Or Gone Girl. What was the one with the?
Yeah.
That
one was. I never saw it, but everybody said that one was good.
I watched it.
They play it on Fox, the Fox movie channel or whatever, all the time.
I hear he kicked ass in Phantoms.
In what?
Yeah.
I hear he kicked ass in Phantoms.
Phantoms.
It was a movie that was coming out at the time that Jay and Silent Bob the movie came out. So in the movie, they kept referencing how Ben Affleck kicked ass in the movie Phantoms, which was a movie that hadn't come out yet.
Well, they make a Reindeer Games reference.
Oh, yeah, when he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I took you away from whatever creepy serial killer film you were making." It's like, Reindeer Games. That's just
That's a good one.
Good stuff.
Oh, I watched a really good show lately, like recently, and I binge watched the whole first season, and I was surprised how much I liked it. It's called The Watch. And it's a BBC show, and it has really nobody in it that I've ever noticed, but it's full on British, but it's got dwarves, it's got witches, it's got assassins, it's got vampires, it's got werewolves, it's got
what was it on?
Everything.
What did you watch?
I watched it on AMC, but it's a BBC show, and it's new. It's from this year's when they released it. And it's just, I couldn't stop watching it. Like the first episode, I was like, "Oh, this looks fine." Like, what is this? And then I had to stop, and I couldn't play it while I was working because I had to watch it. And I binge watched like the entire season.
It's based on Terry Pratchett's Discworld series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's weird, but it's good.
I read a number of those when I was a kid. I have to watch that then. And it's called The Watch. What's it called?
The Watch. And it's got a multiverse and then some all-powerful beings on the side and dragons. And, it's got a bit of everything. There's no zombies, but there's like orcs.
Yeah, it's definitely
stuff too.
Definitely fantasy.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I would love to see this. I was super pissed that there was only one season, because when they end that first season, obviously things aren't resolved, but it's just more of a mess. So I'm very excited to see what happens next.
Well, doesn't AMC, don't they have
no, it should be on BBC America.
Yeah. It should be on BBC America, but I'm watching it on AMC. So I just go to my Prime, and then I just add the AMC channel, and you can do 2 weeks for free. That's what I'm doing now. And I'm going to watch a whole bunch of crap, and then I'm going to cancel it. Don't do that. Pay Prime.
I do that all the time. What was it? I watched The Preacher. Season 1 was on AMC, and I got AMC for and I remember telling the kid, my wife, "If there's anything you want to watch, you better watch it, because we only got this for 2 weeks." And I'm binge watching The Preacher.
Well,
Preacher's good.
Isn't AMC one of those that where it's not on your and I think maybe if you can click on it, some of them even have that option. You can't DVR it. for a while, there were a few of those channels that, depending on which streaming app you're using, you may or may, if you've got a TV app, like I've got YouTube, and some of them, and maybe they'll let you DVR it if you click on it. There's other, but it's not in their regular, like when you can go to the DVR section or the on-demand section, I should say, it's not in that. I'm pretty sure AMC is one of them that does that because they're trying to get people to use their.
AMC has their own channel because Shudder, they have like a package, AMC Plus, and it includes Shudder and a few other channels that AMC is part of the bigger group of. Because everybody's part of a bigger channel group that are trying to group everything together.
Can I tell you guys something?
Sure.
I have never used a DVR. I've never used one. I've never known if I've had a DVR.
Well,
like to be able to DVR movies.
With an app on the streaming apps, right? I mean, man, that's the best thing about, or not the best thing, but one of the best things about YouTube TV is when I'm watching something, and if it's a movie or something, and I can't finish, you can come back to it, but it all depends on that channel and the agreement they got with the channel. But if you go down, there's a little button down there, and I just click on it, and it DVRs it.
So it's not like on demand where you can go back and watch it anytime, but you have to DVR.
Some of those things aren't on. Some of those movies on the Eternal Movie Channel and all that, they're not. You can't. Some are, but not all. So
like when he's saying DVR, like the DVR is originally just it's a hard drive, like
I got that with the TV. Normal cable stuff.
Yeah, that's a DVR. Basically, what you're doing in the cloud is you're just like storing that bookmark on that movie, so you can go back to see that movie.
Yeah,
and so I guess not really storing anything anywhere.
Yeah, my confusion would be like, isn't that all streaming channels? Because if I watch half a movie in Prime, I can go back and pick up right where I left off.
Not in the TV apps.
Yeah, like Sling. Which
because it's live TV.
Okay, sometimes live TV, you can.
That's where I wasn't.
And you can basically, it's like a cloud DVR that you can put stuff in on the streaming on the live TV apps. Anyway, one of the guys in the watch is Matt Berry.
Oh
really?
Yeah, he plays the voice of Wayne. Oh, so he plays the voice of a sword. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, the voice of Gawain. Gawain the sword.
Right.
Okay. Oh, I've got to watch that then.
Yes. No. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that because I thought the voice was familiar, but I didn't place him. That's interesting. It's a good show. Really good show.
I've still been watching Surreal Estate, and it's pretty good. It's actually it's the first season. I think there's some kind of clever things here and there. Some episodes are better than others, obviously, but I have hopes that if that stays around, it actually become a really good show.
What are you watching that on?
I want on my DVR. It's on Sci Fi Channel.
Okay.
And so
I'll have to see if I can find it.
It's one of those. I'm not. They will let you watch certain things on their app, but you've got to have to get the other ones. You've got to have a live streaming app.
Yeah.
So they may or may not let you watch it. And on their website you can watch certain. Because I used to have that issue when I was trying to watch. What was the one? It was 2 seasons. It was the spaceship where they all woke up. You remember that one, Chip? The spaceship where they all woke up and they didn't know who was who, and they were trying to figure it all out.
It was a TV series?
Yep, it was a sci-fi show. I cannot remember the name of it.
I don't remember that one either.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, I didn't have a streaming app at the time, and you could watch like the newest episode. But anyway, there you go. All the marvels of, no pun intended, of streaming apps.
That's not dark matter. No. Yeah.
That was dark. I think that was it.
So TV series. 2015 to 2017. In the dystopian 27th century, 6 people wake up on a deserted spaceship with no memory of who they are or what they're doing there.
That's it. Dark Matter. That was it.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's sci-fi.
I remember The Invisible Man on Sci-Fi.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Huh?
I've tried to like Alien or Resident Alien,
Yeah, I heard my kids watched it and loved it. I never got around to
has
watch.
its moments. It's one of those that has. I like him so much. Alan.
Who's that? Who's in that?
Alan. How do you say his name? Tunick.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it definitely has its moments. I've watched about half of the first season.
I haven't seen that, and I love him.
It's,
He's in like Dale and Tucker versus Evil. If you haven't seen that, that's a good one to watch.
he's in. He did his own series called Con Man.
That's really funny. That is a funny show,
which is excellent.
I have to watch.
It's super meta though. It's like,
Yeah, that's an excellent show.
Well, I forgot Doctor Who was on Sci-Fi for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But when they revived it, when they started it up again, it was on Sci-Fi. That must have been a huge win for them at the time.
Con Man is on Prime. No, watch that.
It's well worth watching.
I love him.
Yeah, he's and that's.
Oh, here's a sci-fi show that has not aged well. Farscape.
Oh, that's true. That is so true. I haven't thought about that one forever.
I liked it back in the day.
I watched every episode, and with like the sex bot lady. Yeah.
And then like half the people from it wound up going over to Stargate.
Yep.
That's
They
true.
were
Yeah, Claudia Black, Jason. Well, no, not Jason.
Fowler, that's his name.
Claudia Black, Ben Browder, somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh no, it just Scorpius. That one season where it became all about Scorpius is when I quit watching it.
That's when you would turn on your Babylon 5 DVDs.
I've watched like 3 episodes of that show. That show is garbage. I don't understand how people talk about it like it's the greatest show ever. It is fucking awful.
I haven't seen that in forever either.
And you don't want to see it anytime sooner either. Didn't they redo? Weren't they going to do that in HD or something like that? I read and yeah. Should do Deep Space Nine if you're going to do anything in
Stargate Atlantis was good.
I liked Atlantis. I liked, the middle part of Stargate was good. When they kicked off, when it was at sort of its height, and then they kicked off Stargate Atlantis.
I liked Atlantis because I never watched really Stargate that much, so there was so much backstory that I didn't know, and I could go into Atlantis. I went into Atlantis from the first episode, and I'm like, well, I can follow this show. And then I remember, and they're just showing it here, that Stargate universe. I remember that was supposed to be really good, and then it just.
They were trying to make their own Battlestar Galactica. They were trying to do a battle, so it was darker. It was more. They were trying to do that with that universe, and
it had like big stars in it too.
Yeah, it had a couple like up and coming. I can't remember the main guy. One of the main actors on it was sort of like a hot actor at the time.
Well, it had Robert Carlyle in it, who's Rumpelstiltskins from Once Upon a Time. He's also in Trainspotting. He'd been in a bunch of stuff.
Aren't they doing another Trainspotting?
God, I hope not.
I think they are. I think they're actually talking about doing a second Trainspotting.
I don't really need to see like another show about drug addicts. I'm okay. I'll be all right.
Well,
Ming-Na Wen was in it.
Who?
She's the cavalry on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I tried watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and couldn't ever.
She plays Melinda May, the cavalry.
I tried a couple times and never could get into that show.
No, they made a second Trainspotting already.
Did okay.
In 2017, they made it.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
such a big
Must not
hit.
have been that good because I've never seen it on anything.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Here's what people also ask: is Trainspotting too good? It isn't as good as one. That's
Wow,
what
it's
it
got
says.
all the people back in it too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor, yeah, Ewan, Johnny Lee Miller.
So it got a 2.7 out of 10. I didn't think it was
Directed by
that good.
Danny Boyle. I mean, it's got everything that's supposed to be, but I didn't even know it came out.
2017, no less.
Wait a minute, it had a budget of 18 million. It made $42 million, so it did well.
What that doesn't mean, I mean, which market is that from?
That's just general box office. It doesn't say. I mean, it's Wikipedia. We don't have Alan here to break down the economics.
Unfortunately,
Here.
especially about Trainspotting.
Roger Ebert gave it 2 stars.
Awesome.
About a 5.
That guy's
We're about to
yeah, out of 5. That guy's still alive, still watching films.
Ebert.